Hello there, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on when you are watching this video. You are highly welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Amarachi, and today's video is going to be a very short one. So I'm going to do a very quick comparison between these two properties or items or luggages or whatever you call them. So just a preamble before I get into the main gist. In the Igbo traditional marriage system, when a woman or a lady is getting married, there are some items that she's being sent forth with, things to basically help her start up her new life in her married home. And this storage box is one of the most important items. In fact, it is a must. It is a prerequisite. One of the things that has to be there. There has to be a box of clothes that your husband would get, or in some places your family gets it for the new bride. So in those days, cool, this one, this this apathy. Mhm. In the olden days, let's say olden days, like years back, years back, this was the trending thing. Like those kind of trunks that my mom has it, my grandmother has it, my grandmother, like it's and those thick, the ones we have these days, they're even wooden. Like those ones, they had iron boxes in those days. And I think part of the reasons why it worked so well for them in those days was because they're not really traveling much. Most times people marry within their villages, maybe from one community to the other, so the movement was much less. But as the years have progressed now, you can see that people preferably go for these suitcases, these ones right here. Why? Because I feel they are more manageable. They are just, in fact, they are the trend now. This is my own but I would not advise you to get it. This was the trend back then, but this right here is what is trending now, is what is meaningful now, is what makes sense now. So good and fine, I got this trunk. My husband got it for my bride price payment, but for my traditional wedding. I request of my dad, when they give you the list, they write it their trunk, and then when you go to the market, this is the normal thing that is sold for traditional marriages. But it has not been very resourceful. It has been, in fact, it has turned into a furniture. It's more like it's just a storage box. It's just a storage box now when it could be more. So now quickly, let me compare it to this one. Why I would advise you to go for a suitcase or a set of suitcases instead of this one. Why? First of all, they are almost within the same price range. From 15,000 naira and above, you can get this, and same goes with these suitcases. Another reason why I don't advise anyone to get this trunk here, the thing is heavy. It's really weighty. It's weighty, and it's not something you can carry around. Imagine you're going to the airport, or you're just traveling and you're carrying this. It's not travel friendly at all. It is not travel friendly. So it's better you get suitcases that you can easily travel with. It will serve you multiple purposes instead of just sitting in the house. Because the only thing you can do with this one is just for you to sit in your house, maybe just to show that you're married man or something. I don't know. It's just sits in the house. It's not something that you can move around. And when you open it up, it doesn't have compartments. Like when you open a suitcase proper, you have different compartments to keep things, and suitcases even come in sets. But this one, you just open it and everywhere is just one open space. So I wouldn't advise you to go for it. If you are going for it, because nobody is going to check whether you got the trunk or the modern suitcases. The important thing is that the bride should have somewhere, should have a luggage, should have something to store her properties inside. So imagine if I had bought those set of suitcases instead of this one. At least I would have like 3 bags, 3 different suitcases that can serve me for different purposes instead of this furniture right here. Good and fine. The only good thing about this is that I keep my important things inside here. Not like so important things that I don't use very often. I pack them inside here. So this is just a storage box. But please, I would advise you, go for suitcases. You will need to travel. You have short travels to make. You have bigger vacations that you just need to have that trolley bag. So imagine you now carry this one. The only purpose it serves you is to stay in one place in your house. Hmm? And you deserve more than that. So with this treatment, I'm not able to convince you, dear bride or dear husband to be. Please don't. I'm not trying to spoil Please don't get these trunks. Let me show you. That's it. Just for you to have a close look. I can't even lift it up. Oh my god. This is very portable. This is more lightweight. This is more travel friendly. It even helps you with your packing. It has compartments and all that. It is just where we are at now in this world. We have left this stage. I think the only advantage that these trunks have probably should be that they can serve as storage boxes. You don't It's not something you can move around. I can't say I'm traveling to the east now and I'll carry this. It's not even going to work at all. So it just sits in one place. And imagine if you are really, I think it works better for our mothers in those days because people didn't travel much, so the logistics was not as difficult or as hectic as our logistics today, because probably you see them marrying from the same village, you see them marrying within communities, even in some cases within families. So there was no much movement, there wasn't any much movement. But see here now, and some of my generation that we are still using this room, some of us we end up living it in the house, like living it in our village or country homes, living it in your husband's village. Because imagine you're living in the city, you're living in Lagos, and then you want to start carrying this to move to a rented house. And the way you're moving, you start carrying this again up and down. Or if you're someone that you're even planning to leave the country, this cannot follow you out of the country, because why would this follow you out of the country? The weight alone will discourage you. So life doesn't have to be hard. Lay aside every weight that is not necessary. So dear bride is coming up, you're considering whether you should get a trunk or you should get suitcases. Please just go for the suitcases. They are going to serve you a lot more better than the storage boxes. I'm sure whatever this can do, your cupboards and your wardrobes can do them too. If you want to go the traditional way, you want to be an authentic ancestral bride, then of course by all means you can get your trunk to show your children's to keep the heritage. But I don't see the point. So thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe, to like, to leave a comment. So which is it for you, the trunks or the suitcases? See you in my next video. Bye.